Okay, now interest rates, part 3 for the course corporate finance. So we will see that in this video the determinants of interest rates. So the real rate of interest, the inflation rate, and so their impact on their relationship with the nominal interest rate. We will have a look at the yield curve or the term structure of interest rates, and how to compute future expected interest rates using the actual structure of interest rates. So the nominal rate of interest is the money rate of interest. So you deposit money in an account that promises you 6% interest per year. So if you deposit $100 at the beginning of the year, you receive $6 in interest at the end of the year. Okay, so does that mean you are 6% richer at the end of the year than as the beginning of the year? Well, at the beginning of the year, suppose you could buy you suppose your groceries cost you $100 a week. So what you deposited in the account is one week of groceries, $100. At the end of the year, once you withdraw your $106 from the account, can you go to the grocery store and buy 6% more groceries? Will your grocery basket be 6% larger? Will you be able to buy 6% more fruits and vegetables, or soup, or spaghetti? Okay, it depends on how the prices of all these items have evolved over time. So if during the year the price of food went up by 2%, so your 6% return in money translates into a 4% return in goods and services. Why? Because whatever was costing you $100 at the beginning of the year, okay, whatever was costing you $100 at the beginning of the year now costs you $102 at the end of the year. Okay, so imagine yourself, you walk in the alleys of the grocery store at the beginning of the year. Whatever you buy during a year, so salad, tomatoes, cucumbers, peas, beans, spaghetti, soup, milk, eggs, whatever, on January 1st, 2021, whatever you needed for a full week was costing you $100. Now, as the year advances, so the price of tomatoes, they go slightly up. The price of cucumbers may go down for whatever reason. The price of chickpeas may go down for whatever reason. The price of milk could go up. The price of meat could go up. The price of pizza, spaghetti sauce may go up. And on average, all these prices go, the price of your grocery basket, whatever you buy in a week, because every week you eat the exact same thing. So whatever you put in this basket goes up by 2% during the year 2021. So at the start of the year, you take $100 on January 1st, you deposit it in an account that promises to pay you 6% in interest at the end of the year. At the end of the year, you withdraw your $100 plus interest from this account. So that's $106. Now with $106, can you go to the grocery store and buy a basket of food which is 6% larger than what you used to buy 1 year earlier? No. Why? Because what you used to buy 1 year earlier is now 2% more expensive. So in terms of a grocery basket, your return on your investment is not 6%. Your return on your investment is 6% minus 2%. Okay, approximately. It's a slightly more complex calculation, but approximately the return on your investment in terms of one basket of grocery, of one basket of food, is 6%, the nominal return, minus 2%, the inflation rate during the same period. Okay, and this is what we call the real rate of return. So the nominal rate of return is the return in dollars you obtain on an investment, or the interest in dollars you pay on a loan. The real rate of return is your return in terms of objects, food, cars, computers, whatever, chairs, whatever, repairs, services, tires, whatever. So your real return is your return in terms of what you can consume. So how much richer you are in terms of purchasing power. This is the real return. So here's an example. So an asset provides a nominal return of 10% over a period during which the average price of goods and services goes up by 5%. So the inflation rate during this period is 5%. At the end of the period, your $100 became $110. Okay, your $100 become $110. But now how much more goods and services can you buy? So with an inflation rate of 5%, goods and services are 1.05% more, 1.05 times more expensive than at the beginning of the period. So what you were able to buy for $1 at the start of the period now costs $1.05. So let's compute the return on this investment in terms of goods and services. Okay, so you begin the period with $100. So at the start of the period on January 1st, the average price of whatever you buy during a year is P0. So the quantity of goods you can buy at the beginning of the year is 100 divided by P0. Okay, so if P0 is 25 bucks, okay, so if we're talking about a book, okay, that costs $25, well, how many books at $25 can you buy with $100? 100 divided by 25, 4 books. Okay, so if we're talking about like a ticket to go see some event that costs $10, so how many tickets can you buy at times 0? 100 divided by 10, so you can buy 10 tickets. Now at the end of the year, so if P0 is the price of an apple and all you consume are apples, so at the end of the year with $110, how many apples can you buy? Well, you at the end of the year you have $110. Now the price of an apple is not P0 anymore, it's 1.05 times P0. So the quantity of apples you can buy at the end of the year with the return on your investment is 110 divided by the new price of apples, the inflated price of apples. So in terms of apples, the return on your investment, so an apple is real. So an apple exists, you can touch it, it's real. So the real return on your investment in terms of apple is the quantity of apples you can buy at the end of the year with the return on your investment minus the quantity of apples you could have purchased at the beginning of the year with the money you have invested at the start of the year divided by the number of apples, okay, you could have purchased at the beginning of the year. It's the same thing as, so this equation is the same as Q1 over Q0 minus 1. Q1 is here, 110 divided by 1.05 times P0 minus 100 divided by, so Q0 we calculated earlier. So the real return on the investment is 1 plus the interest rate on the investment divided by 1 plus the inflation rate minus 1. So this is your real return on the investment. If we rearrange this equation, so we obtain the real return on the investment is the difference between the nominal return and the inflation rate. So in my grocery store example, that's 6% minus 2%. But then to be exact in our calculation, we would have to also to divide by 1 plus the inflation rate. So in my grocery store example, that's 1.02. But since the inflation rate is generally small over 1 year or over the period we would consider in such an example, so nominal rate minus inflation over 1 plus inflation is approximately equal to the nominal rate minus inflation. Now, the term structure of interest rates. Okay, I'll finish the term structure and interest rate in the next video.